Out of nowhere, Hogwarts Legacy just announced a massive update coming specifically to the PC version of the game. We're going to cover everything that's coming in this new update, guys, but I also reached out to a former game developer to see what are the chances that we could potentially see these new updates come over to the console version of the game as well. So just moments ago, the team over at Avalanche released a brand new trailer confirming that official mod support is coming to Hogwarts Legacy. And it's coming much sooner than you may think.
Chandler, what exactly is modding? Well, I'm glad you asked, Chandler. Modding is the ability for you, our amazing community of players, to create and play custom content in Hogwarts Legacy.
The update will hit on January 30th, and according to the official trailer, there will be plenty of mods to check out right from day one. Now you may be wondering, Retro, haven't mods been around for a while on Hogwarts Legacy? It's true, there have been a number of fantastic mods already released by passionate fans of the game, but the big difference here is Hogwarts Legacy will now be supporting mods in an official capacity. This means it will be easier than ever to actually try out these mods. You won't have to worry about any extra software or complex installations to get these mods up and running. The menu for the mods will be added right into the main game. It also means Hogwarts Legacy is releasing official tools for mod creators that should make it easier than ever to get their mods up and running. The trailer gives us a brief look at the menu here, and we can already see a number of mods that will seemingly be ready to go from day one. New hairstyles, new cosmetics, an Alohomora auto-solve mod, and apparently we can even make Ranrock a student now? But that's not all, and it's certainly not the one I am looking forward to the most, because guys, the trailer also revealed that there will be mods for dragon riding, 5th year beards, which yes, you guys know I'm pumped about, but perhaps best of all, brand new missions, like this one here called the Dungeon of Doom. If you pause the trailer at just the right moment, you can even see a little teaser for that mission here. By the way, we'll absolutely be playing through that mission and trying out these mods as soon as we have the chance. We're also trying to hit 100,000 subscribers this year, so if you're looking forward to more coverage of Hogwarts Legacy and these mods, I'd certainly appreciate it if you considered subscribing to the channel. Now, we also get a look at new skin tones, new brooms, and a terrifying new face shape that might even be worse than a book-accurate Voldemort, I just have to say. I'm also super curious to know about the mod that's been blurred out right here. You can kind of see a little bit of something there. Any guesses from you guys on what that could be? In addition to the actual mods for players, Avalanche also announced an official Hogwarts Legacy Creator Kit, a free tool that should make it even easier to get started with mod creation. You can then connect your WB account to an account with CurseForge. They're the official partner here with WB Games, and together they're bringing these mods right into Hogwarts Legacy.
Our modding tools give you the ability to create these new quests, design custom dungeons, and make an assortment of cosmetic changes.
CurseForge actually released a trailer as well that gives us another look at the mod creation tools.
This powerful spellbook contains everything you need to craft the most magical mods, allowing you to cast your creations directly into the in-game discovery menu for all Hogwarts students to discover, install, and play.
They also mentioned an analytics dashboard that will allow you to track downloads, reach, and the impact of your mods. And for anyone interested in trying out these mods, Community Manager Chandler Wood responded to friend of the channel Ben Snow and told him anyone can grab the Hogwarts Legacy Creator Kit free on the Epic Game Store. It requires knowledge of Unreal Engine, but could be a fun place to start tinkering with game development. Now, I've always been mostly a console gamer, so I've never really dabbled with mods before, and I'm not even talking about making them here, I'm talking about installing and playing mods. So I have to say, I really do love the fact that it seems like these will be relatively simple to get up and running. We don't have to download any extra software because it's all being built right into Hogwarts Legacy, and perhaps best of all, it's completely free. Now, speaking of consoles though, there's no mention of these mods coming to console, at least not yet. And this has been by far one of the most frequent comments I've already seen people asking on social media. What about console? What about console? Now, I think it's pretty clear from what they're saying here today, it is only confirmed for PC. They didn't say anything at all about it ever coming to console. Now, I do think, however, there could be a chance. I'm certainly not going to say that console mods are a guarantee, but what I will say is that Avalanche has shown an incredible willingness to listen to the fans. And to be fair, it also seems that WB is still giving them enough freedom here to take action on these things that fans are requesting. So if you'd like to see Hogwarts Legacy mods on console, then leave a comment on this video with the mod that you'd like to try out the most. Now, even though I wouldn't say it's common, there is at least some precedent for mod support coming to consoles. Popular titles like Fallout 4 and Skyrim have done it, plus you have one of the most notable recent examples with Baldur's Gate 3. I've actually been playing it on PS5 recently, and you can see the mod support is built right into the main menu, and works really well. So if Avalanche could somehow pull that off and get mods over to console eventually, I think it would certainly please a lot of fans and make this an even bigger deal. And this is one of those things where I just don't know all the technical details behind it. I don't know how difficult this would be once you already have it set up on PC. How difficult is it to bring that over to console? And then do you have to jump through some hoops with PlayStation and Microsoft? Because, sorry Switch fans, it's just not going to happen there. Now, I reached out to someone who would know more about this than I, Troy Levitt, former game developer who actually used to work at Avalanche Software. And again, just to be clear, he's not talking specifically about Hogwarts Legacy here, but I asked him how easy or difficult would he say it is for mod support to be added on consoles. He told me it's much more difficult to bring mod support to consoles than to PC, although it has gotten better over the years. Part of why mod support for consoles is more difficult is because the console manufacturers, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, generally want to review and approve modding tools before they'll allow a publisher to release them on their platform. There is usually a technical approval process for all patching or modding on consoles that you don't see on PCs. Appreciate Troy getting back to us on that. So it seems like the biggest hurdle to this actually happening on consoles would be for Avalanche and WB to work out some type of agreement with all the console makers that would work for all parties involved. So yeah, even if it is going to happen, it could definitely be some time as those agreements are worked out. But for now, I think we'll say fingers crossed on this eventually coming to PS5 and Xbox as well. What I love here is that updates like this also dramatically increase the lifespan of the original game. It's part of the reason titles like Skyrim are played by so many people more than a decade after its initial release. Heck, the team at Bethesda even added some of the most popular mods into the base game when they released the Anniversary Edition. This means that as long as there's a thriving community behind Hogwarts Legacy, we could continue to get new content for years on end. This would keep the game fresh and give us a reason to go back time and time again. Alright, who's going to be the first one to make a sitting mod? Because you know it has to be in the works. Now, one of the biggest complaints people had about Hogwarts Legacy is they wanted even more to do within this world. And now it seems Avalanche is putting a lot of that power directly into our hands, the hands of the players. I also think it's important to note here, these mod creators do this out of pure love of the game. If you play a mod you really do enjoy, I would certainly consider supporting that creator directly, as many of them have donation pages or Patreons available. And I have to say, it was a really nice gesture for Avalanche to recognize some of these early mod creators. Right in the official trailer, you can see their names there. So if the mods ever do make it over to console, I think it would be massive for the long-term health of the game. Regardless of that, however, I actually think this update is a big deal for all fans. For starters, it confirms what many of us have been saying all along. The folks over at Avalanche care deeply about this franchise and the fan base. And WB seems to continue giving them the freedom to actually implement a lot of these things that fans are asking for. Official mod support has been one of the top requests of fans even back before the game launched. And while all of us would have obviously preferred it there on day one, it's still a huge win to be getting it now. I also have to say, the fact that they're still supporting the game 2 years after its release hints there could be more official content on the way as well, like, say, possible DLC missions. This would certainly fit with the reports from Jason Schreier and Tom Henderson from last year. Both reliable industry insiders, they reported that a Hogwarts Legacy Director's Cut was in development. Henderson even went as far to say that it could cost between $20 and $30 for around 10 to 15 hours of new content. So even if the console folks end up missing out on these mods and the fan creations, we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope there's still a chance for some official new missions as well in the form of a DLC. Now, this big mod update for Hogwarts Legacy isn't the only news we've gotten recently. Just last week, an NVIDIA employee shared screenshots showing off some graphical updates and improvements coming to the PC version of the game, specifically highlighting a new ray reconstruction setting. If you want to hear more about that, then check out the video over on the left side of your screen now. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.